Wait, hold on. What? What's going on? Is my guitar broken? Are my fingers just too short? If you're learning guitar on your own, chances are you've run into this problem before. You're copying the hand position, the fingering, and the picking technique exactly as shown. Everything looks right, but the sound coming out is dull, muted, or sometimes there's no sound at all. It might sound a little dramatic, but this is basically the first major hurdle almost every self-taught learner runs into. And the answer is ridiculously simple. It comes down to just two things: where your left hand is pressing the string and how much pressure you're applying. If you're left-handed and playing a left-handed guitar, just mirror everything I'm about to explain. Let's start with finger placement. Are you pressing here instead of here? The logic is actually very simple. You want to press the string down right behind the fret wire to keep the string vibrating cleanly and consistently. Get as close to the fret as possible, but don't press directly on top of the fret itself. This position gives the string the most stable vibration, which means cleaner notes and more accurate pitch. For example, if the tablature tells you to play the 7th fret on the 6th string, find the 7th fret, then place your finger inside that fret space as close as possible to the 8th fret wire. That's the sweet spot. Once your finger position is correct, the amount of pressure becomes surprisingly easy. You don't need to squeeze the string with all your strength. The rule is simple. When you pluck the string, it just needs to stay firmly against the fret without lifting off. That's enough. And this is important. If your finger position is wrong, more force won't fix the problem. Once you understand these two fundamentals, you can solve a lot of common guitar problems using the same logic. For example, why do some chords sound muddy or sometimes not ring out at all? Either you're not pressing a string down properly, or your fingertip has collapsed and is accidentally touching a neighboring string, preventing it from vibrating. Here's another common situation. When you start playing faster passages, some notes suddenly disappear, or the tone becomes unclear and muddy. What's happening? Your left hand isn't keeping up with the string changes. Either your finger hasn't fully lifted off the previous string before your picking hand plays the next note, or your left hand hasn't completely pressed down the new string before your right hand plucks it. And that's exactly what causes those missing notes, muted sounds, and unclear tones that so many beginners struggle with.